Hello everyone and welcome to Octagon News, your go-to source for the latest news and updates from the world of MMA. In today's video, we've got some exciting stories to cover. A former UFC champion makes a bold claim, predicting that Renato Moicano will defeat Islam Makhachev at UFC 311. Khabib Nurmagomedov shares his reaction to the surprising main event change at UFC 311. And Beneil Dariush reveals how Dana White made amends after his fight at UFC 311 fell through. Stay tuned as we dive into all the details. Let's get started. Islam versus Arman was widely touted as one of the most high-level title fights in UFC history, considering both fighters' skill sets. Although Moicano is only ranked 10th in the 155-pound rankings, he is currently riding an impressive 4-fight win streak, with his last win coming against Benoit Saint-Denis. Despite the wide anticipation for the original main event, UFC legend Demetrius Johnson has claimed the new main event is a tougher fight for Islam Makhachev. A lot of people out there think this card is worse with the change. I don't think it is. I think it's a better fight. Here's a reason why. You look what Moicano has done recently. He is on a tear because the man can't afford to lose. And I think it's a tougher fight for Islam. The reason why is because, one, you have to do it within 24 hours. I feel Moicano is way more dangerous than Arman, just because he's not going to rely on the wrestling. He's going to throw knees, he's going to throw combinations, and he's a fucking dog. Do you agree with Demetrius Johnson? Is Moicano a tougher opponent for Islam than Arman? And who do you think will win? Share your thoughts in the comments below. In his last two fights, Beneil Dariush has suffered big setbacks in finish losses to Charles Oliveira and Arman Tsarukyan. However, a showdown with Renato Moicano at UFC 311 was set to provide him with a chance to get back on the winning trail. Unfortunately, that didn't quite come to fruition. As a result of Arman getting injured, Moicano has been called up to the main event, where he will challenge Islam Makhachev for the UFC lightweight championship. Because of this, Dariush is now without an opponent. In a recent interview, Beneil spoke candidly about how it all played out. "So I got a text message at around 4 a.m. I don't sleep when I'm cutting weight. I see Ali text me saying, 'Hey, do you think you could make 155 pounds?' And I was like, 'Yeah, I can.' I start to hear more stuff about Arman basically not being able to make it because I was thinking about it. If it was Makhachev having issues, they're not going to put me with Arman. We fought already, so I assumed it was Arman. I make weight and then hear more stuff that he's not going to make it, and part of me is like, man, I think I'm going to fight for the title. So I come back to my room and work on rehydrating. Ali comes in and is like, 'Hey, listen, man, they're giving it to Renato. It's excellent. I can't complain. They're giving me show and win money.' So, you know, a lot of people are like, I hope they take care of you. They are. I appreciate Dana and the UFC. Khabib Nurmagomedov has given his thoughts on the main event change that has taken place at UFC 311. Over the years, Khabib has seen it all in the world of mixed martial arts. From the highest of highs to the lowest of lows, he's witnessed some big events in the UFC and beyond. As we know, one notable thing that's happened in the last 24 hours is Arman being pulled from the UFC 311 main event. Instead, Islam will now defend his belt against Renato Moicano. As many fans remember, Khabib has also suffered an injury right before a fight before, and he's also battled a new opponent in a title fight on short notice. In a short interview, Khabib gave his thoughts on what went down yesterday.
Honestly, I knew this yesterday 1 a.m. night before I go sleep. Honestly, it can happen with anybody. You guys remember 2017 March? It's happened with me too. Then after that, I go hospital, make surgery, come back, and I tell UFC, if it was my mistake, give me other best guy. I'm gonna beat this guy and deserve my title shot. It was same thing with me, you know. I just wanna wish him all the best. He's young, he's tough, he can come back. He have to survive this situation and come back. Now new main event, I think is Moicano. He have very big experience in UFC. How many? Like 10, 11 years in UFC. He have 4 win streak and he is on his prime, you know. It's like, it's a good fight. It's, of course, it's not like Arman and Islam, but it's still very competitive fight. We not gonna underestimate this guy.
What do you think? Does Renato Moicano have any chance of defeating Islam and becoming the champion? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for tuning in to Octagon News, your trusted source for all things MMA. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know your thoughts on today's stories in the comments below. Who do you think takes the win at UFC 311? As always, stay safe, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the next one.